Alright, YouTube, Sinister Ruler here, and today we are talking about the most useless string slash normals in MK1. This is basically a sequel to the most useless special moves video I made like a couple days ago. I'll probably card that right here so you can go watch it, but yeah, I will start with a disclaimer because of some of the comments on the other video. Of course, this is a fighting game, so you're going to be able to figure out how you can use like any move in the entire game. There's rarely a move so bad that like you just can't figure out any way to use it. So just of the moves and of the strings that are in the game, these are the ones that have the least amount of uses and the least amount of practicality. That being said, we're going to start off with Kitana, a character who is notorious for having way too many strings. Like, she just has way too many strings in every game. Oh, I forgot I had her set to flawless block, but yeah, she just has so many strings. That's just how Kitana is in most MK games. It's been going on for years now. Basically, in every single NRS title I can think of, or just of the 4 MK games that she's been in since NRS took over, she has way too many strings because she's a princess and she's all flashy and stuff. So, of the strings that she has, I'm gonna say that the most useless has to be back 1-4. Back 1-4 just it starts off with an 11. Oh, whoops! It starts off with an 11 frame high. Let me turn the damage checks on so you can see. This is an 11 frame high. It's -7 on block, and the full string is actually +3. It's also a high, but you can't duck this string, and just to prove that, it jails. So it's not like you can, just duck the high after you block back 1. But if you flawless block this move, which is why I had her set the flawless block, it becomes -7. So the one good thing that this move had going for it isn't even good because you can just flawless block it and negate the plus frames entirely. So back 1-4, I would say like you just don't use back 1-4 period, because why would you do this when you have all the other buttons that Kitana has? Kitana has a very good stand 2. Her stand 2 string is 0 on block. She has a very good armor or mash mind game after her 1-1-2. She has one of the furthest reaching mids in the game, one of the best mids in the game, period. She has sweep, which goes like half screen. Like, she has so many other buttons. Why would you ever, like, it's not like you're going to use this to punish something. I don't even know if this move combos or not. Okay, it does, but like, that's not optimal ever. So yeah, back 1-4, terrible string, and one of the most useless in the game for sure. Okay, so for Noob, we have a classic example of a DLC string. If you don't know what a DLC string is, I mean, it is technically what it sounds like, but it doesn't have to be for a DLC character. It's just any string that's purely for physical, like, dramatic effect. Like, it looks cool, and that's basically all it has going for it. And the string in question here is 1-2-1-4. It doesn't do anything. Like, it's not like you get a higher damage this way, because if you want good damage, you can just do this, and you'll get a good meterless damage. Like, sure, it combos with Janet, but like, it's never gonna do more damage for you to do that route. Like, just say you did your regular like, I don't even know noob combos and new optimals like that, and I already got more damage by doing that, and obviously the combo wasn't even over yet. So yeah, string just doesn't have that much of a purpose, and on block, to make things worse, of course, it's -14, fully punishable, just to make the string like even worse than it already was. Yeah, there's no mix up here. Like, of course, he has this +1 on block overhead that you can up block, but this, it's just nothing but mids. Yeah, no purpose, completely useless. Lao is actually an interesting case because the string we're talking about is actually part of his best string, his stand 2 string. This is the string that you'll see Lao players use like the most. If we just look at this and break down the entire string, it starts up in 8 frames. The first hit is +1, so like it's a good stagger. His 2-1 is also a good stagger and a decent auto shimmy, at least online. I don't know how real it is offline, but this will auto shimmy people online. For some reason, it's extremely plus on hit, +19. It's +3. Like, this is just a really good string, and the whole string is like his main punish string. It's also his like most damaging starter. On block, it's -5 with like some decent spacing, some good pushback, so you could like backdash or maybe poke or something, stay your turn back. It's just a really good string overall. And then there's the fourth hit. Yeah, so the fourth hit, 2-1-2-1, is -12. It doesn't give you a combo, doesn't launch or anything like that, like not even with cameos. It's +34, pushes you like half screen to 2/3 of the screen. And I don't know why you would ever do that. Like, especially when you could just get more damage by canceling in the back four too, which builds meter, gives you more hit advantage. And yeah, it's further away. Like you don't get the spacing is further than this, but you're not going to get Oki regardless. So, and if you really want Oki, then you'll end with back 4-1, and then you can like squeeze in some pressure there with like a down 3. It's not the best, but it's something if you really want Oki. So, just this string, in fact, because the rest of the string is so good, that's what makes this string look so bad. Maybe if the rest of the string wasn't this good, it would make the string look like, okay, whatever. But because of the rest of the string being so good, it looks even worse in comparison. So yeah, definitely pretty useless. All right, so similar to Lao, Raiden has an example of a string that starts off with one of his best strings and then goes into a completely terrible string. So this is like one of Raiden's best normals. This is what a lot of the good Raiden players will meaty with because it auto meaties. If you don't know what an auto meaty is, it means like no matter if they delay wake up or not, you will still connect your mid string. So 4-2-2 is a really good string, but what's not a really good string is 4-2-1. 4-2-1 is -15 on block. I don't believe it combos. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even think you could make this work. Well, it does combo, but like, you see how difficult it would be to even get a conversion off of that. So it doesn't combo. Obviously, it doesn't launch by itself. It's bad on block. You have a better string that you could go for anyway, and this one's confirmable. I don't even know what the optimal would be, but yeah, you would get more damage that way anyway. You just don't have an incentive to use 4-2-1 over 4-2-2 like ever. So yeah, very, very useless. Okay, I did want to keep this video mostly about strings. Like you'll notice I didn't have a whole bunch of normals in this video, but this is the epitome of a useless button. This is literally just an input error move. Look at the recovery on this. It's 44 recovery for this move. That's what you get on hit. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can't even convert this with Janet. Or maybe you can. Yeah, you can't really. So you don't get a combo off of that. The reward you get is 9%. And on block, you get a nice pushback. Like the pushback, I guess, is nice. But this is a character that really wants to be in your face and grabbing you and going for mix and stuff like that. Like, that's his game plan. So why he would want you all the way back here, like, from this point, what you would really see them do is, like, try and get you back up close because, like, you really don't want to be at that distance as Ermac. Ermac already has to chase a bunch of the cast anyway because that's just, like, where he wants to play is up close. So, yeah, I don't know why they even gave him this. At least it's safe on block. So that's the one thing it has going for it. You know, at least it's safe on block. And I'm pretty sure it's a mid. Yeah. So it's not terrible, but it's just not something that you would use very often. Okay, so this one I think is the second most useless string in the entire game. I didn't order the rest of them because I feel like you could go and argue like this one's slightly better than this one. So I didn't even want to deal with all that, but I do think that this is the second worst in the game for sure. And the string that we're talking about is forward 1-2 grab, hold back. So if you hold back during that grab string, he'll just toss the opponent to the other side like you just saw. And this knockdown is +15 on hit. The in-game frame data won't tell you for some reason, but it's +15 on hit. And if you look at the spacing, you don't get a whole lot from back here. You're not going to get like a back 2 or anything like that. Let me just set the distance back. Like back 2 is going to be too slow. Forward 4, well, it's triple high and it's pretty far, so they might just backdash. And if they like wake up down 1 or something, like you're going to whiff the whole forward 4 string anyway. So Your down three is probably not going to make it in time because while it does go pretty far and it's 10 frames, you only have 15 frames of advantage, so you have to get there in 5 frames. So yeah, you're not going to get basically anything guaranteed off of this. Your best bet is just to go back to playing neutral and try and work your way all the way back in. And yeah, that's just not ideal at all, especially when you consider that if you had just done the regular string, which is special cancelable, you could have ended in something that also gave you a side switch, does more damage, and leaves you more plus on hit. Like, both his down back 4 and down back 2 give you better Oki and more damage than the regular string if you hold back. So you have no reason to ever use this move aside from maybe possibly ending the round with it. Like, say you really desperately want a side switch, and if you do the regular string, then it's going to kill them before you have time to get special cancels. Like, that's the one situation that I could see you maybe using this move. Outside of that, you're never going to use it. Like, it's not something you would use in the middle of a match. Like, it's only a round ender. And for that reason and that reason alone, I do think that it's better than the first most useless move that we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so I know I started off this video by saying basically any move in a fighting game has some sort of purpose that you can find for it, but come on, man. What is this? I'll tell you what this is. I'll turn the damage text on so you can see it. This is a high mid string that starts with this very, very stubby 12 frame high that has less range than a stand 1. That's just embarrassing. So it starts with this very stubby 12 frame high, goes into this knockdown, and the entire string, it's not even like plus. It's -2, which is like decently good on block, but for it to start with a 12 frame high, and oh yeah, also it has an armor gap because like of course it would have an armor gap, right? So you start off with this high, you risk getting armored, and some characters still have armored launches in this game, all to be -2 on block, not get a combo. Like, it's just so bad. Like, I want to see somebody try and defend this move, because y'all tried to defend some of the special moves I put in that video. Go ahead. Like, I'd like to see somebody try and explain this one to me, because I feel like it's impossible. But yeah, that is definitely, at least in my opinion, the most useless string in MK1. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, you agree with some of them. I probably missed some. There are some that I was thinking about putting in the video that I didn't, like Johnny's 3-3 and Sindel's 3-3. I didn't put those in here because they both work well with Lao Hat, both characters, and they have overheads in those strings. So like, I didn't want to put, even if it's the slightest thing that you can use it for, I didn't want to put it in the video because these are just so much more useless that these deserve to be in the spotlight for once. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. And yeah, peace, take care, and Sinister out.